have to?
I'd prefer to.
Feel free to lag for break whenever. Hey John, you looking for masters?
Yeah, I got it.
You good with you okay with using gray masters?
No, I'll stick with the blue. I don't know if it makes any difference, but...
Alright.
I'll use the gray for you, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, do you think it was a cloth? Yeah. Oh, okay. Sure, I don't mind. Yeah, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, that's why he wants the gray on there.
Alright.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning into Billiard Breakdown today. We have John Walsh, the number 13 ranked player, taking on Jeff Terzo. Jeff Terzo is the number 14 ranked player in Rochester, New York. And I have to change the title of this.
Shoot well, sir. Oh, that's way too much, Jeff. Rack your own doesn't count on the break.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
These are the top 15 players in Rochester, New York. Race to 9 in 9-ball pool. Commentary by myself, Michael Lynn. Good luck to both John Walsh as well as Jeff Terzo. John Walsh is going to start us off with the break. We got Bob Hendrix in the live chat. Shout out to Bob. Bob says Jeff Terzo wins this. And what a bank by Jeff. No reward on the 2-ball. Plays it at a pretty good speed. John Walsh does have a kick on the 2. Excellent shot by John Walsh to start off there. Perfect position on the 3, bumps into the 7, gets position. Does anyone in the live chat want action with Bob Hendrix? A little bit of an awkward cut here. Terzo misses. Relatively easy shot on the 4 with somewhat of a tricky position on the 5, but the 5's pretty close to the corner pocket, so the leave doesn't matter too much. John Walsh with a look on the 4. Good pot by John. Overrolls the cue ball by a little bit, but still. Very makeable cut on the 5 with fairly automatic position for the 6 if he makes it. And pretty lucky roll for John Walsh there. Cue ball sits behind the 7. Jeff Terzo with a real great shot on the 5 ball just now. Cue ball overrolls a bit. Jeff looking to play safe behind the 9. Does he get there though? John may not have the correct angle on the 8 to go for the pot. John scratches into the side pocket there. Pretty unlikely outcome for John. Jeff with ball in hand likely to finish this out and take the first game in a race to 9. But he chokes! Jeff Terzo with a huge choke on the 8 ball. John Walsh back at the table. Wow, what a miss on ball in hand. Pretty straight shot on the 9 ball here for John. Cue ball rolls up next to the rail, which makes the shot a lot more missable. But John Walsh sinks the 9. Nicely done. Scores 1-0. John Walsh takes the first game. To everyone watching, we do have Federgorst coming to Billiard Breakdown on August 3rd, which is a Sunday. It's a VIP experience where it's completely sold out, but free general admission. If you want to show up just to see Federer in person live, now's your chance to do it. Autographs only available with a purchase. We've got Sean Zhang in the live chat. Sean Zhang says to Bob Hendrix, I'll take John +3. That would be a 9-6 race for John Walsh. What do you think, Bob? Terzo with ball in hand here. A little bit of an awkward pot on the 1. We got Vinny Lesh in the live chat. What's up, Vinny? Vinny says, does John Walsh have a nickname? People here call him English John. He's got a English-British accent. So English John rolls off the tongue pretty nicely. Jeff Terzo needs a nickname. I think T-Tam calls him Big Rig, but it doesn't roll off the tongue as nice. Maybe we can come up with something better for Jeff Terzo. The one ball drops for John. Barely. Great kick. Nice position on the 3. Just straight drawback for short side position on the 5. Should be fairly doable. I mean, you could even bump into the 5 here. Owen Evans in the live chat says, you should call Jeff Terzo Tarzan. I like that. That's actually great. Tarzan is great. Tarzan. Oh, that's awesome. John Walsh able to make position on the 6 with not much angle on the 5. Well done. Vinny Lesh in the live chat agrees with Tarzan for Jeff Terzo. Very nice. Yeah, Tarzan is phenomenal. Owen, did you just come up with that, or is that an ongoing nickname for Tarzan? Perfect position on the 8 ball. Bob Hendrix has been pretty quiet ever since Sean Zhang showed up in the live chat. John making a couple pretty good consecutive positional shots here. Well done. And he should be able to take this second rack as well. He needs the bridge. And good job to John Walsh. The score is 2-0. Owen Evans in the live chat says, I've known Jeff for a long time. Never heard anyone call him Tarzan. It came to me. Well, Owen, thank you very much. Tarzan is phenomenal. And excuse the screen while I make adjustments on a flyer. Let's see. So, we've got something called the Ghost 9-Ball Cup coming up. It's a 2-day tournament, Saturday and Sunday, August 2nd through August 3rd. Make sure you sign up. It's going to be a good one. I'll talk more about the tournament a little bit later after this rack. No shot on the 1. Likely to see a push out here. Push out shot, for anyone who doesn't know, is right after the break. The player at the table is able to shoot the cue ball into anything and anywhere without risk of a foul. the incoming player has the choice to take the shot or pass it back. Jeff is definitely going to take this shot. But he misses it. John is able to shoot between the 3 and the 9 to make contact on the 1. Hey guys, I'm curious. What are your thoughts on this? Having the commentator booth on camera, like in the bottom left or bottom right-hand corner, just a small screen, just constantly always on throughout the commentary. Whether it's Paul and I or someone else, just have it on the bottom of the screen. Jeff flukes the 5 ball in. Leaves himself a thin cut. Not much reward for potting this 1 ball if John goes for it. Terzo left with a good shot. Owen Evans in the live chat says you should do the commentator camera with the green screen, so it's just me. Man, I don't care about a messy background. No big deal. Jeff leaves a good shot on the 1 or on the 2 for John. Vinny Lesh in the live chat says, I would like it. Post Up out of California does that, and it's cool to see their reactions. Well, I may be able to do it right now. Let me try to get that going. No, and you're right that the green screen in the background would look a lot cleaner on the stream. I was just messing around. Just messing around. All right, let's see how this looks, guys. Bob Hendrix in the live chat says, I will bet Sean Zhang straight up, no spot, for 40. John Walsh is up 2-0 right now against Jeff Terzo. Possibly not a bad bet. Jeff seems to be taking a short intermission in the middle of this rack. Bob Hendricks in the live chat says, remember, Sean, I'm playing with your money. Bob Hendricks rubbing it in that Sean Zhang has lost to him in the past. "13 Serpents" in the live chat. 13 Serpents says, when did XRP become an available donation on YouTube? No idea when. I didn't even know XRP was still a promising coin to invest in. But feel free to send XRP my way. I also accept US dollar. John misses the 7, but it's a good miss. It almost looks like an intentional safety if the 7 weren't really potable, but good shot there. Is the 7 going to stay in front of that corner? Terzo gets pretty lucky that the 7 gets to that 50-yard line next to that cue ball. Pretty inconvenient. Look at that. That was dirty. Well done to John Walsh there. Vinny Lesh in the live chat says, I thought Bob Hendrix only bets on me. Now I don't feel as special. And what a shot by Jeff Terzo. Let's get that for the instant replay. I mean, that shot on the 7 ball is as good as it gets. Can he make this 9 ball into the side pocket? He sinks it. Fantastic shooting by Jeff Terzo there. Let's take a look again at that. Great shot, great kick by Jeff. Chat says, I thought Bob Hendrix only bets on me. Now I don't feel as special. And what a shot. I mean, that's a crazy kick. Crazy. That shot's like 1 out of 20. Sean Zhang in the live chat says, okay deal to Bob Hendrix for a straight up match. 9-9. Sean Zhang takes John Walsh. Jeff Terzo is, how do I even phrase this correctly? Bet on by Bob.
Perfect save.
No position this time. Can he make a sick kick again? He almost makes it again. That's actually ridiculous.
Kick it in again.
Maybe for him it's 1 out of 10.
You've got a system for that.
What?
You've got some system for that, do you reckon? But
Hidden hope.
John Walsh jokes to Jeff Terzo, you got some system for that? Terzo shrugs it off. Yeah, he almost made that. Side pocket. Side pocket. He's safe. Thin cut on the 6 with fairly automatic position on the 7 if he makes it. The only thing is you don't want to just shoot it a little too soft and get stuck behind the 9 ball. Bob Hendrix in the live chat says, I'm looking forward to Vinny playing again. Vinny Lesh, better known as Vinny Socks. Vinny Lesh in the live chat says Jeff Terzo's pants or Tarzan match John Walsh's top. They should trade. Man, I'm not even paying attention to what they're wearing. Let's see this. A little bit of a weird position on the 8-ball. He's going to have to come into this right long rail. Curious to see if he plans on stroking through to bring this cue ball back towards the left or just settling for the longer cut. He tries to bring it back to the left, but he gets fortunate with the roll. Good leave for Jeff here. Two-way bank. Is Vinny Lesh looking for action between Bob Hendrix or Sean Zhang as well? What kind of roll is John going to get here? Not great. Jeff can shoot this 8-ball into the side pocket. This cue ball can roll down for the 9.
Come
and
on, do not.
Is it going to scratch? It does not. Looks like Jeff is going to make it 2-2. Well done. Jeff Terzo chokes.
Stroking through.
He chokes, guys.
Missed his worst way to miss.
It's a good miss.
Jeez.
Good miss.
Huge choke for Tarzan. Huge. Oh my god. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Come on, guys. What was that? All right, good recovery by Jeff there. Well done. Scores 2-2. He's gonna make it 2-2. Well done. Jeff Terzo. Yeah, huge miss. Anyways, back to this 9-ball Ghost Cup we got going on. It's 9-ball on the 9-foot tables because Fedor Gorst is the 9-ball world champion. He's going to be stopping by August 3rd. Limited to 24 people, even race to 7. Hopefully Vinny Lesh, Owen Evans, Bob Hendrix sign up for this. It's going to be good. Fedor Gorst is going to be present on the second day during the semifinals and the finals. Nice draw shot on the 3-ball for Jeff. Owen Evans in the live chat says, I would join the tournament if I could. We'll be out of town that weekend, unfortunately. Great cut by Jeff. Does he get rewarded? 50% rewarded. Vinny Lesh in the live chat says, I'm already in the tournament. If I win the cup, I'm filling it with expensive whiskey and bathing in it. Good to know, man, but the cup is only going to be about this wide. You may need to lose some weight if you're going to get into that. And great save by John Walsh. Great save for what he was given. Terzo with the jump. Makes good contact. No pot, but looks like there's going to be some distance for John. Vinny Socks in the live chat says, I've lost weight since my last stream. Good for you, man. But I think you might need to lose another 150 pounds if you want to get into that cup. Yeah, we do have a very nice trophy, custom trophy, for the winner of this Ghost 9-Ball Cup. No guarantees, but I'm going to try to get Fedor Gorst to hand first place their trophy. How sick would that be? And Vinny, you are right. Terzo's pants do match the color of John's shirt. I wonder if that's on purpose. I missed the shot. Safety attempt behind the 6th ball. I do have John Walsh's bank shot on replay. Right after this, I got MMA at 6:30. Today is Wednesday, right? Yep. Vinny Socks in the live chat says there's a large group of people coming from Buffalo for Fedor Gorst. My wife is even coming and she hates pool. Dude, that's awesome, man. Very happy to hear the positive feedback from Buffalo and Rochester and anyone from anywhere else. It's going to be a great time and a very memorable and unique experience for everyone who comes. Regardless of if you're doing the VIP event or not, just being around Fedor Gorst and being able to watch the best in the world do their thing, that's going to be next level entertainment for everyone. We got Mofo in the live chat. What does Mofo stand for? Mofo says, 100% right. Thanks for the opportunity. It will be awesome to see Fedor Gorst. I agree. Yeah. I'm guessing you're from Buffalo and you're going to be stopping by. Sounds good. John Walsh able to generate position on the 7 with nothing much. Just light top here should be good enough on the 7 ball. He misses it. Terzo should be able to shoot at the 7, but position it for the 8 is actually a little tricky. Going for the kick down to the short rail may not be the right move. Or it could be. Let's see how he does.
And I hooked myself on the 9 probably.
Terzo jokes, and I hooked myself on the 9 probably. Not quite. Tough shot on the 8 here. But he sinks it. Well done. Is he perfect on the 9? Somehow he is. Nice shot. But Jeff Terzo chokes. Terzo keeps choking. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yo. You guys seeing this? Because it's a little absurd. Just a little absurd. John Walsh!
You want me to shoot it? I just played safe with that handle.
Bruh. Let's take a look at that again. John Walsh!
You want me to shoot it?
Well, it is what it is, huh? Scores 4-2. Jeff Terzo in the lead by 2 games. But he has been missing the majority of the 9 balls, so John Walsh does have a good chance to come back here. Mofo in the live chat says he's from Webster, and deja vu on the misses on the 9 ball by both players. Yeah, that's insane. All right, John's going to get ball in hand here. You might have to power draw this towards the right long rail and back towards the center. You could also play this down to the right side of the 5. Really just your choice on how you want to make position on the 3. He does have enough angle here to bring this cue ball back towards the center of the table for the 4. And this is where it gets tricky. You're going to need a pretty big power stroke to roll this cue ball forward and 2 rails around the table for a position on the 5 on the left side. Not easy. Almost got there. John gets the double kiss on the 5. Definitely not what he wanted. Although Terzo's left with a pretty thin cut on the 5 as well. He makes it. That 8 ball can be problematic if you don't get nearly straight on with the 8. But Jeff misses the 6.
Wow.
Although, even if you get nearly straight on with the 8, position on the 9 can be difficult as well. Tough last 2 balls here. Great shot by John. Doesn't get behind the 9. Unfortunate roll for him. Still making contact on the 7 should be doable, and still no easy shot on the 8, especially with position on the 9. I'll be right back in the booth. Vinny Lesh in the live chat wants to know, am I going to be streaming the main table for the Ghost Cup? My wife is coming, but my girlfriend wants to watch. Interesting problem you have there, Vinny. Interesting problem. Tell me more. I need more information. John Walsh is left with a thin cut once again on the 7. Tough for position on the 8. But to answer Vinny Sox's question, I don't think the main table will be used for the 9-ball Ghost Cup. That's because Fedor Gorst plans on playing games and sets with the VIPs that signed up, and the main table is going to be used for those players, the VIP guests. But if there happens, if the finals happen to be at a time if the finals happen to be at a time when Federer is not using the main table, then yes, we will stream that last final match, but no guarantees there. It's fairly unlikely. This is as good of an angle as you can hope for on the 8-ball. I think just slow rolling this, medium to low pace is the right shot. Very easy to miss hit. But John Walsh confidently pots the 8-ball in with a great shot. He's on the 9. Can he make it? 3-4. Cue ball overrolled by a little bit, but should be no problem. And he sinks the 9-ball. Well done. Score is now 3-4. John Walsh is down by 1. Let's take a look at that 8-ball shot once again. But John Walsh confidently pots the 8-ball in. And for our viewers, the Ghost 9-Ball Cup 2-day tournament, Saturday and Sunday, August 2nd through August 3rd. Day 2 will be played while Federgors is in the building. 150 Fargo difference for a 7-5 handicapped race. $60 buy-in. Make sure you guys sign up soon. We already have like 15 or 16 people that have signed up in the past couple days just after making the announcement. It's going to fill up really quick. John only able to see just the right edge of the 1 ball. Off topic, but did anyone see UFC 317 between Ilia Topuria and Charles Oliveira? We got Justin Nilsson in the live chat. Justin Nilsson says, yo, 8 O's. 8 O's is a good amount of O's. I hear Justin Nilsson is having a big July 4th party. Open invitation to all Billiard Breakdown viewers. Just kidding. Wonder if John's actually considering this combination. Maybe the 4 goes in directly, like 70% of a pocket. Is it worth going for, though? Easy to miss, easy to hang. Justin Nilsson in the live chat says, whoa, no sir, friends and family only. Just kidding, Justin. Yeah, John decides to play safe. The smarter choice, and almost gets the 8 in the way. There's actually a 4-9 combination here. Wonder if Jeff is going to consider it. So I've got MMA at 6:30, but
Same thing. I told her.
these guys are keeping the score close. Good for you guys. Bad for me. Justin Nilsson in the live chat asks, how has the match been so far? There have been some funny moments. Jeff Terzo keeping us entertained with a couple of really nice chokes on the 9-ball. And Jeff's got a shot. Nice position on the 5. You can do anything you want with this to try to get back on the 6. Looks like he's just going to draw back down to the short rail. Doesn't want to get straight. He's got a good angle. Mofo in the live chat says some nail-biting moments, brought to you by Jeff Terzo. Little bit of a spot shot to finish it out. He makes this one no problem. Well done. Scores 5-3. Terzo in the lead by 2. For anyone just joining us, we have the Ghost 9-Ball Cup 2-day tournament, Saturday, Sunday, August 2nd through August 3rd. Make sure you join quick. Spots are filling up. Nice position on the 2-ball here for Jeff. He's got to find a way to avoid the 6 and the 9. And he does. Thin cut on the 4. 50-50 on if he can avoid the 8. Gets a nice bump on the 5. Questionable choice here to leave himself that distance on the 6.
Nobody wants to do it more than once or twice a year, myself included.
But it's no problem for Terzan. Terzan is picking up speed. Great shot. He shot that taking no time at all. Look at this. Look at this shooting by Terzan. What a shot. What an out. Fantastic shooting by Jeff. Scores 6-3. Jeff's got a 6-game lead now. Sean Zhang looking like he's going to lose more money to Bob Hendrix. Quite unfortunate for the receptionist. Yeah, Jeff is shooting loose. His stroke's coming out more. Gets straight on this 2-ball, but you know, you can tell he's getting pretty comfortable. Sean Zhang in the live chat says, I think Jeff is ready. What's Jeff ready for, Sean?
Hit that really bad.
Where did you stay? Yeah. Okay, yeah, I know exactly.
Safety attempt using the 6 and the 9 by John. And I'm not sure
Hit the 8.
if that's a safety attempt. Jeff Terzo does say, I thought I'd hit the 8 with the cue ball on the way back up. Sean Zhang, what is Jeff Terzo ready for? Let me know. The 6 goes into that right corner pocket. He's got a good angle on the 5 for position on the 6.
Yeah. That's definitely hot.
We're trying to get you on that coming back. That's the stand.
Yeah, unfortunate miss on the cut by English John, but Terzan returns the favor. 6 ball just leaks out, although holding position for the 7 is going to be difficult. Ideally, John Walsh would like to hit the right long rail first after potting the 6 to try to get position on the 7. What a pot. That was an excellent shot. Extremely difficult, and the left masse helps hold position for the 7. Really a fancy shot there by English John. But he misses the 7 by a lot there. That's a lot. Jeff Terzo waves his hand. John should be able to use bottom left here, bring this cue ball behind the 8 to shoot it into the side pocket. Instead, he chooses to go the simplest route of playing the 8 into the left corner. Not sure where he wanted that cue ball. If he was trying to stun it, he missed by a lot. If he was trying to roll it, then playing the 9 into the side pocket is an interesting choice. Sean Zhang in the live chat says, I need to ask Jeff. Sounds good, Sean. But this is a tough shot for Jeff Terzo. Can he do it to make it 7-3? He misses it, and that's going to be 4-6. Jeff Terzo still up by 2. Oh, he's using the bridge for this one. You're supposed to shoot this with one hand. All right, good job to John. Let's take a look at that masse shot by John once again to hold position on the 7. What a pot. That was a great shot there. John's got a shot on the 1, although I don't see a route to come back for the 3. It's possible going for the pot and playing safe on the 3 is the best option here. But he plays safe using the 8. Excellent shot.
It was good either.
I think it was 9 first, but I just can play it here.
Yeah.
Can anyone in the chat tell me if the shot was good? It doesn't matter. Well done to John Walsh. Scores 6-5. Terzo in the lead by 1.
This uses the same issue that
We got Vinny Lesh, Owen Evans, and Justin Nilsson all say that the cue ball hit the 9 ball first. It was no good, but thankfully, John Walsh had an easy combination to pot the 9, so made minimal difference. Terzo misses a relatively easy cut on the 1 ball. John Walsh with a pretty good chance here. Kevin Zuniga in the live chat says, yo. What up, Kevin? John Walsh misses an easy cut on the 1 as well. I think these guys are just trolling each other. Both players just want to shoot the 9 in. Good save by Jeff. John should be able to kick at this 1 with a touch of left. but he misses it. Hey, Kevin, are you going to play in that 9-ball tournament in the first week of August? Crazy miss by Jeff Terzo. But he nails a sweet bank shot on the 5. But he makes a difficult cut on the 6. Something's not adding up, guys. Does it go? Does it go? Almost. Yeah, I think John really needed to use a touch of inside to, I guess, shorten the angle of the cue ball to get that cue ball above the 8. Jeff is left with a good shot. But he misses it. Damn. John's left with a similar shot. Cue ball. Cue ball sits for John. That's a nail biter. Where's the cue ball going? John Walsh is testing fate here. Score is 6-6. Well done to John for coming back. For anyone just joining us, we have the Ghost 9-Ball Cup 2-day tournament revolving around the appearance of Fedor Gorst on August 3rd. Make sure you sign up with Christine Strong as soon as possible. I believe we already have 15 or 16 people signed up after only announcing it this past week. Sign up soon, spots are limited. Cue ball, scratching. It is. Although this is a bit of a tough run. Let's see. Jeff unable to make position on the 2 here. Almost kicks it in. Good attempt.
It's so bad because I couldn't even see the ball.
Jeff Terzo says to himself, I hit it so bad, talking about position for the 2. Pretty fortunate roll for John. Tough to get back on the 4 ball here. I think you do have to come down to the short rail. That's pretty much forced, but also tough to avoid the 7 or the 8 on the way back. But John Walsh finds a way. That's a great positional shot. Touch of left spin to hold for the 5. Wants to bring this cue ball past the 8 on the right side. Can John Walsh take the lead here? That would be a pretty sweet comeback. Cue ball comes up a touch short, but he's actually got a good angle on the 8 ball to cut it into the side and play the cue ball with regular center. Medium pace. Plays it into the corner instead. Interesting choice. Didn't really get a leave on the 9 either. Feels like playing it into the side was the better option. Look at Jeff. What a pot. Great shot. And he nails the 9 ball in. Well done. Score 7-6. Terzo up by 1. Let's take a look one more time at that real nice cut by Jeff Terzo. Barely takes any time on the shot. Look at Jeff. What a pot. Good stuff. That seems to be a pretty good leave. John should be able to kick at the 3 though. Misses it. Nice position on the 5. You want to leave yourself as little bit of an angle, I was going to say, on the 6 and the 7, but Jeff's got other plans.
Stroke the ball. Make the ball.
Terzan says to himself, stroke the ball, make the ball. Good advice for everyone. This is actually not an easy shot for position on the 7.
And it's going to scratch.
And it's going to scratch. Direct quote from Jeff Terzo. Position on the 7 was the most difficult part of these last couple ball runs. Ball in hand allows John to simplify it. To make it 7-7. Misses it by a good amount. Wow. Wow.
That's good.
And good bank attempt there by Terzan.
That's lucky, that's not good.
John Walsh thankful for the luck. Score 7-7. Anyone's game here. Nick K in the live chat says, hi Mike. Hi Nick. Oh man, we got a UFC fan in the live chat. Nick K asks, how did you like UFC 317? Topuria made short work of Charles Oliveira. Well, Nick, I was there live for the event in Las Vegas, and it was awesome. I was yelling at the top of my lungs. I was super hyped. There were a couple of extremely memorable moments. You know, Pantoja submitting Kai Kara so quickly. Joshua Van versus Brandon Royval was one of the best fights of all time. That's not even an exaggeration. I believe Royval versus Joshua Van broke records for significant strikes. I mean, it was nuts. 3 rounds of 50 significant strikes in each round. Unbelievable fight. And then, of course, Ilia Topuria knocks out Charles Oliveira in the first round, and he promised to do that over the course of the past 2 months. He promised it. and he did it. What a night. I was rooting for Money Moicano against Benil Dariush, but Dariush deserved the win. Well done.
Well, one of us wanted to go. I'll let you guess which one it was. No, so.
While I was down in Vegas for the UFC, I also filmed a bunch of new videos with Venom trick shots, so you guys will be able to see that soon.
Yeah, the weather was terrible, but we got literally like seats all the way up there. We wanted to be there.
Nick K in the live chat asks, thought I heard you talk about the UFC. Which one was the one that Dana paid double to the loser for? I believe that would be Joshua Van versus Brandon Royval. Brandon Royval definitely deserved the double pay. I believe Dana paid Brandon Royval as if he won the fight. That was nuts. Nice angle there by John. Phenomenal angle. And I am going to be extremely late for MMA. Man, how come every time I got something to do, these matches go hill? Crazy.
For $55 t-shirts and $150.
That's a shot. That's a shot. And that's a safe. Jump shot attempt, ball in hand for John Walsh with, well, 4 to the 5 is key. Difficult to run. I'm always surprised when John makes those decisions. There's less variable if you stun up towards the center of the table for the 3 rather than going down to the short rail. I mean, he makes it no problem, but, you know, it's an easier shot. He wants this cue ball to pass towards the left of the 5, above it. Real nice.
This is the worst part.
He's got the perfect angle on the 7 ball to draw this cue ball straight back for the 8. Anything but straight works. What a miss. John Walsh misses. Terzo with a tough setup on the 8 ball here.
That one also scratches.
Oh my God. Unbelievable scratch for Jeff Terzo there. Unfortunate.
Try to draw, I scratch. Try to go rail first, I scratch.
Jeff Terzo says, if I try to draw it, I scratch. If I try to go rail first, I scratch.
It is a bit unlucky, but
No love.
common angle.
Looking like John Walsh is going to be able to get on the hill first. Bob Hendrix biting his nails. What the heck kind of leave is that, John? What is that even supposed to be? I can't even tell what he was trying to do there. Terzo with a chance. And it's looking like John is going to be able to take it. Very luckily, though. I mean, you got to be able to set up a 2-ball out with ball in hand, you know? Gotta. Yo, these guys are crazy. These guys are absolutely nuts. Bob Hendrix in the live chat says no biting of nails as John Walsh rattles that 9-ball for no reason. Unbelievable miss. Well done to Jeff Terzo for getting on the hill first. Ridiculous. Let's take a look. Like, the 9-ball wasn't even close to going in. That's crazy. Two ball does not scratch. I mean, really nice precision thin on the 1 by John Walsh, but how are you going to miss a straight-in shot on the 9? And same with Jeff Terzo as well. Jeff gifted John a couple 9 balls too. Sean Zhang in the live chat says, I think it's the 9-ball. I think the 9-ball is the problem for both John Walsh and Jeff Terzo missing it. I think you're right, Sean. I don't think the problem is with the players. Something wrong with that 9-ball. And nice save by Terzan. Fantastic. Real tough to kick at. Jeff likely to get ball in hand. Sean Zhang in the live chat says, let them swap out to a different color ball next time. See if that makes a difference. Yeah, right. Ball scratches. Terzan with ball in hand. And Terzan lets John Walsh know that he's on 2 fouls. One more foul and John Walsh automatically loses the game as long as the fouls are consecutive. Tough angle to make position on the 6. Sean Zhang in the live chat predicts a hill-hill match. He thinks John Walsh is going to be able to win this rack. Chances seem unlikely. Let's see what kind of position he gets on the 9. And, all right, moment of truth. Tough shot here. Can Jeff do it? He misses it. Sean Zhang with the hill prediction. John should probably go for the bank shot. I don't know, real tough to say. You want to go for the bank if your opponent's not on the hill. John decides not to. He leaves Jeff Terzo with some distance here, and the cue ball that's a good cue ball. Can Terzo make this to win the set? He does. Congratulations to Jeff Terzo. He defeats John Walsh 9-7. Bob Hendrix in the live chat says to Sean Zhang, I will see you Tuesday, if not sooner, to settle up. Man, Bob is coming after that money. All right, let's get Terzan in here for a quick post-match interview. I'll be right back with you guys.
I need to practice.
Huh?
I need to practice. I never played. That's the first time in 3 months I played on that team.
John, why'd you miss the night?
I know, because I don't play on these tables.
No, man. There's no excuse on that
I
night.
know.
No excuse.
Yeah, well that's it.
I know
I'm
you
not
do.
practicing.
When I was writing that stuff, I was assuming she was guy with
Did you eat, John?
Yeah.
All right, I'm here with Jeff Terzo. What's up, Jeff?
What's up? That was ugly. I look like I could not get myself out of a paper bag, or I could get out, and nowhere in between.
Dude, you had a couple of really surprising chokes on the 9-ball early on.
Yep.
But then you kind of got rid of it towards the end and shot a little better. Well, why do you think you were missing those 9-balls early on? They weren't really difficult, you know.
I'm still, not to make excuses, the gray does throw me off a little bit.
What about the gray?
I'm actually colorblind. I'm red-green colorblind. So
Wow.
that does actually have an effect.
Yeah. No, I don't blame you. What does the gray look like to you? And what's the effect?
It's the edge of the ball is harder to see, especially with like the black and the yellow.
Oh, wow. You know what's funny is Sean Zhang in the live chat actually said, let them swap out to a different color 9-ball next time.
It's not an excuse for some of the shots that I missed, because I missed straight-in shots that I should make with my eyes closed.
Yeah. All right, well, you were able to catch up. Let's take a look at this this players list. Let me try to pull it up real quick. So you just beat John Walsh. Do you have any interest in playing Corey Payne or Paul Jacob?
I've challenged Paul a couple times. I'm waiting for him to accept it.
So you know what? I think the reason why we couldn't get it before was just because we had some previous challenges, and then the scoreboard moved, and then you were just out of reach a little bit. But yeah, Paul Jacob is definitely willing to play you. Sean Zhang in the live chat says, "Can Jeff pay Bob Hendrix for me?" So I think Sean Zhang and Bob Hendrix had some side action on this, and Sean lost, but I don't know what Sean is talking about.
Tell him to text me. I'll talk to him.
All right. Well, congrats.
Although I thought I saw Sean took John +3, so he should have won.
No, Bob Hendrix. Oh, you were on your phone. You saw it?
I was listening. I was watching the live stream half the time, which probably is the reason halfway through the match I stopped paying attention.
You got to stay focused.
I had work texts and everything else. It was 7 o'clock is better.
All right. Well, any final thoughts on your game?
Just focus.
Focus.
Play smarter.
All right. Well, congrats for defeating John Walsh. You're the new number 13 player in Rochester, New York, and looking forward to seeing you play next time.
All right. Thanks, buddy.
All right, man. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the live stream, and we'll see you guys next time.